everyone. I'm Hem from the American University of Iraq, and I'm here for a summer course. Actually, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for your sacrifice you gave to my country. You liberated more than 20 million people from the most bloody tyrant in the world, Saddam Hussein. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Also, I am concerned about President Obama, about his carelessness about Iraq, actually. And his only focus on Afghanistan, on this open-ended war in Afghanistan. You know that in the end of the month, your troops will withdraw from Iraq, while democracy in this country depends on how many soldiers on the ground. You as a Republican, if you control the House, again, do you have any policy to prevent Obama's carelessness or put pressure on him to do something more for Iraqis?
Well, I believe that the president and especially his military advisors, not necessarily his national security advisors, when they sit down with them and lay out the situation in Iraq, I believe that he'll do what's right at the end of the day. If General Odierno and Admiral Mullen say, okay, we can draw down to 50,000. We're not going to be out of there completely, but we're going to continue to draw down. I believe he'll do that. He says we need to keep a larger force there. We need to have different assets there. I believe that he'll do what's right, because there has been treasury and blood sacrifice for Iraq, for democracy, and for us to squander an opportunity to have another democratic country in the Middle East, the only Muslim democratic country in the Middle East, I think is extremely important to us for our long term. And as a Pennsylvanian, as an American who's studied history, democracy doesn't come easy. The 300 million Americans today that live in the society we live in today, 230 years ago, it didn't quite look like democracy we have today. It was different. And we even had our first president, George Washington, who had to ride up into the mountains of Pennsylvania, the western half of the district in Fayette County that I represent, and put down a rebellion by farmers. So democracy is not easy to grow, it's not easy to build. So again, I believe we need to make sure we don't squander an opportunity to have a friendly government, a democratic government in the Middle East, and that's what I'll continue to do. So thank you for Actually, I didn't ask, I was in a meeting, but somebody asked, Condoleezza Rice, what is the one thing as Secretary of State would you say we need to continue to build and develop to benefit America abroad and here at home as far as national security and diplomacy around the world? And she said the most important thing we do is exchange students with students. They come to learn in our universities, we learn in their universities, we have high school kids. She said when a young man from Iraq comes to America and we get to interact with him...
Fortunately, legally.
That's something that when you see the face of the people, when you see the heart of the people, you realize that at the end of the day, we may have different customs, we may have different religions, we may have some different philosophical viewpoints on how democracy runs, but at the end of the day, I think people around the world want to have the same thing, and that's have a secure environment for their children, for their families, have a better tomorrow for their children. So again, I think having students from Iraq and from around the world come to here and us study abroad, I think that promotes understanding, and I certainly appreciate it.
Part of my concern about Obama.
Again, he's our president now, and we'll see what happens in November with the Congress, and as we move down the road, we'll see if there's some different policies that take shape. So thank you
very much.
Thank you.